To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. This is a poem from Ralph Waldo Emerson about success. And do you notice that nowhere in there does it talk about how much money you have or how much money you don't have? I really feel that in our society today, we're so conditioned to think about success and being successful only in relationship to how much you have, to how much money you have, to how much stuff you have. But I really feel that success is relative. I want you to think about what success looks like for you and really get into a vivid description in your brain and feelings in your body. What does success look like? And a lot of us don't stop to think this through and be really curious about it, what it looks like to us, because it's something that we have taken on from our parents. What they feel is success, we just kind of absorb that through osmosis, just from watching them, from listening to them. We kind of own that as ours, but we're our own human beings, and we really want to question that because I can guarantee you that as humans, we're also unique and different, that your definition of success is definitely going to be different than your parents' definition of success when you stop and get curious about it and really put some time and effort into thinking about this. So if you were to think about what success looks like for you, I want you to really hear the first answer that comes up when you're like, what does success feel like to me? How will I know when I'm successful? And the first thing that pops up, that's what I want you to question. Be like, oh, I should be making this much a year and be married with 2 kids. Okay. If you have this definition of success that pops up in your brain, perfect. Now question it. Is that really success for me? Does is that something that would make me feel fulfilled? Okay, I've achieved my life purpose. Now, if I died tomorrow, I would be totally happy because I've achieved success in this lifetime. The answer is probably, well, maybe not. Maybe not. And when you look at that success that you just conjured up in your brain, is it your success or is it your parents' success or your teacher's success or, the group of people that you're hanging out with success, or maybe you're in a job and that's how the people at the job measure success when you've become a partner or a principal or the CEO, like whatever that is. And that's like our modern day social constructs. And this is what we want to totally break down, unless that is valid for you. We have these social constructs that just embed in us money, house, things, by being a consumer and getting these things, you'll have been successful by whose standards? That's what I want us to really question, is if we're being raised to be consumers, who's raising us? Who's creating this? Well, of course, it's the people that are profiting from it. So the way the world is working these days is there's a there's a small group of people that are controlling everything, and they just want us to not question anything and just follow along status quo as is. And that is fine if you are happy doing that. If you have gone to school and higher education and you have a job that you absolutely love and you're loving every day of your life with your family. Of course, there's ups and downs, but if you overall averaged out your life and said, "Yes, I love my life," then girl, you keep going. You're doing it right. That's fantastic. But I think what people are gonna find, the majority of people are gonna find is that, "No, that's not really my definition of success." And this is how I kind of realize I'm just different than other people because that kind of stuff never brings me happiness. It never fills me up inside. It doesn't bring me great joy. It's more like a social status. Oh, my dad will be proud of me. My mom will be proud, whatever that is. And those are also just thoughts in my head. The money is just a tool. That's all it is. It's just a tool to help us really find out who we are and what our purpose is and what makes us happy. Life is so short. It literally will be over in the blink of an eye. And if you don't believe me, let's reflect back on how quickly our kids grow up. They're babies. It's really hard. We think that this is going to be our life forever. And then all of a sudden, we turn around and they're grown up kids leaving us, and our heart is breaking. That happens so quickly. When you're in it, it seems like time goes slow, but when you go through it and you hear the women, the moms, all of us talking about it all the time, oh my gosh, they grow up so fast. Yeah, they do grow up so fast. And net before you know it, you'll be talking about your life. Like, what happened? Where did my life go? I really feel like a lot of people think, midlife, it's midlife crisis and all these things. No, I really feel like this is when we come into our own because we've had the experience of raising other human beings, and that is not our life purpose. I know a lot of people think that our kids are our life purpose, but they're not our life purpose. We're here to create a space so that they can flourish and become amazing human beings, but they're not our property. They're not ours to control. We are just here to be like, "I got you. What do you need? Go be free, go be amazing." And then they leave, and now we're left with us. So they are not our life's purpose, but they are a huge distraction from our life's purpose because they take a lot of time and energy and love, and we wouldn't change it for the world. Am I right? Now it's time to come back to ourselves. And this is why I want to talk about success today, is because how do we know when we're being successful? As I let my kids go, I just find it so funny because my kids use this term rotting. Oh, I'm just rotting, which means exactly what it sounds like, struggling, not being productive, all of those crazy fun things, just rotting. And that's how I feel in this moment right now, where I'm at in my transition, because my kids are at home. They haven't left yet. And I would like them to stay forever. I would. But I'm trying to hold the space where they create their future, but we're still living in the same house. So it's hard for me to okay, I'm stuck in this space where I'm not trying to be like in it all the time. So I'm trying to let them go, but we're here together and I just want to be a part of everything. What I'm trying to say is I want to be a part of everything, but I'm trying to step back and it feels torturous for me. And that's where the rotting comes in, like to 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 speak like them, words that they can understand. It's like, yeah, I'm rotting here because I want to go and just be free and do my stuff. But I feel like, because when I did that, I felt so good because I wasn't worried about them. I wasn't momming them. I wasn't feeling like they're breaking up with me. It was a clean break and it felt really good because then I could focus on myself. But I'm torn between doing it and then thinking, oh my God, I'm missing out on these last little drops before they do go off and have their own lives, and they won't be living here anymore. They'll probably be somewhere else in the world and I won't be able to just see them whenever I want. And so I stay here to create that space for just taking in all of these last few moments. So that's where the kind of push and pull comes in, is I'll stay here as long as I need to in this feeling, just because it's like the last drops of this connection that we have and life as we know it as this little unit and this family. And then when they go off, that will be forever changed. So that's where I'm back and forth, but I want to stay here until they go do their thing and find their place. So when we get back to the money thing, I went off on a little tangent, but the money thing is just a tool. So we don't want to define our success by money ever. Money just amplifies what you already have going on. So if you're a jerk and then you get a whole bunch of money, you're just going to be a bigger jerk. But if you're an amazing person who wants to do cool things and help people, then you're going to be able to help more people. That's all it is, but it's not good or bad, and it's not a measurement of your worth in the world. Just because you are here and you are born in this to this planet, that means you are worthy. That's all you need is to be here. You had an invitation, you accepted the invitation, and here you are, and you are worthy just as you are. On your deathbed, think about this. Will you be more grateful for money, like all the things that you bought, all the all the possessions that you have, all the material items that you've accumulated? Or what would be your proudest moment? What would you be most grateful for? What's your most cherished memory? Because when we are on our deathbed, most people have regrets not of what they did do, but it's always about what they didn't do. And most people on their deathbed aren't thinking, "Oh, I'm glad I have so much money." No, they're thinking about all the amazing experiences and moments they shared with their family and friends. That's what it's about. It's about living your life in connection and community and really doing all the things that your heart desires. So you don't want to be the person on your deathbed being, damn, I wish I would have lived larger. I wish I would have followed my heart and made all those dreams come true. No, you want to be reflecting back and going, "Oh, I lived a big, beautiful life, and I'm grateful for every single moment of it." And the way we get there is by really going inward. What is your heart telling you that success is? And just take a minute to really go in there. And it's like, what does success feel like to me? If I had to write it down in a definition, what would that be? How would I know that I'm successful? How would I know that I've gotten there? My success looks like me traveling to different countries and working as I go and being able to enjoy the cultures of where I'm at and the experiences of where I'm at, learning about different cultures, learning different languages, and being able to support myself as I go by doing my work because I feel like my work makes me successful because my mission of my work is to help people and to make the world a better place. So no matter what I do or where I go, I'll be able to do that. And that feels successful to me. When I think about money, the money part of it, all I need is enough money to get me to the next place, to have a place to stay, to feed myself, and to not worry about that. That's successful. Like the money doesn't factor into it from any point of when I have this much, I'll be successful. And it took me a long time to realize that because as a business owner, somebody who's an entrepreneur and has created many businesses along the way, it's always been a money goal that makes it successful. When I make 10K a month, then I'll be successful. Like those are the goals that we are taught to set for ourselves. And that's not how we're being successful because I won't be on my deathbed going, I made 10K a month. This is great. No, it'll be, I went surfing with my boys in Costa Rica. That's what I'm going to remember because that fills my heart up. Those were some of the best memories to date that we've had when we went on that amazing experience. Being able to share that together. That's what it's all about. So that's what my success looks like. It looks like being able to work forever, never having to retire, and going and being a world citizen, a global citizen, and just traveling the world and experiencing all the beautiful cultures and learning about other people. And me learning and growing as I go and creating new friends and just being a part of new communities. How do they do that here? And enjoying the things that I like as I go. When I travel, I'll go play tennis over here. I'll go surf over here. I'll try new things. What is the local food? This is what makes my life a success. And one of the other things that makes my life a big success is knowing that my children love themselves first. I know that that's what I say at the end of every podcast. Always love yourself first. Always love yourself first. But when I was raising these amazing young human beings, that was my one goal when they were young, is that they just love themselves no matter what. They love themselves if they fail the math test. They love themselves if they can't tie their shoe yet. They love themselves if somebody was mean to them. Just that they love themselves no matter what. And I knew that if I could create that, if I could teach them how to love themselves first, then they're going to live an amazing life and be fantastic human beings. That is part of my definition of success. That's a huge part of my definition of success. And as these kids go off into the world, I feel like, yes, this is a success. It makes my heart, I just feel so proud, like all mothers do, just so proud of the humans that we've created. This is a huge part of my success. So I invite you to plan out what your success looks like. Imagine what it feels like when you've achieved that. So here's my success in my brain. This is what I think it would look like. And then I just imagine that I've achieved it already. So what does it feel like in your physical body? Just notice where you feel this. If you're this person that's done this thing, how do you walk? How do you talk? How do you dress? How do you show up? How do you interact with other people? How do you spend your days? What are you feeling inside? And then that's the person that's achieved that. So you know how that person feels. You're really owning it in your physical body. And you want to become that person today, in this moment. Even when you haven't achieved your success, whatever your success looks like, you want to become the person in this moment who's achieved it. Assume the state of the wish fulfilled, which means feel like that person who's achieved it. Be proud of yourself. Be passionate. Be excited. Just be over the moon that you've created this for yourself. And just curious about what's next. What can I create? Like just all the feelings in your physical body. So, what does it feel like to be that person right now, even before you've achieved it? And then get intimate with those feelings. Get really specific, really embody it in this moment, even though you haven't achieved your success yet. And hold this energy today, all day, every day. Be this person today, even before you've created the actual results in the physical world. Because the universe attracts the same energy. Everything is energy. And if you're vibrating at a level of like, woe is me, I don't know what I'm doing, you're going to attract that to you. As those are low vibrational energies and you attract that kind of stuff to you. But when you are vibrating at a level of the success that you want to achieve, already of achieving it, then you're going to attract that to you way quicker. The universe always gives you what you're looking for. They're like, oh, look at this person. They're already successful. They already have this happiness. They already have this great community around them. and they give you more of that. Gratitude is like the highest vibration ever. So when you're grateful for what you have, even before you've achieved it, the universe doesn't know the difference. It's just like, whoa, let's match this vibration, and you attract more of it. It's so amazing. You have the universe at your fingertips. You can tap into all things that have ever been created and thought of and done and experienced by the level that you're vibrating at. And you set that level with your thoughts, because your thoughts create your feelings. And if your thought is, I'm already this person who's created this amazing business that helps and change people's lives, and I travel all over the world and I meet amazing women from all over the world, then that's what you're going to create, because you're that person today. So remember, achieve it, become that person, feel what it's like to have achieved that already, and then just assert that into this moment today, even though you haven't achieved it. Be the energy that has achieved it. Be the person that has achieved it, and keep bringing yourself back to that all day, every day. The more you do it, the quicker you will attract that to you. In a world where anything is possible, why are you playing small? Those days are over. When you're hanging out with me, that doesn't happen. Let's go big. Let's go even bigger. It's the big, scary dreams that we're going after here. So get out there and create magic for yourself, and I will meet you where the magic happens. Thank you for listening. Always, always, always love yourself first, and have an amazing day.